I mean, the story is based in two timelines, which is past, which was 10 years ago, and present. See the show, you will realize what I'm talking about, like the dynamics that he shares with both of them. The actors, the best actors doing smallest roles, and they're shining.
So hi Gaurav, welcome to IWMBuzz. Big congratulations for Aadha Ishq.
Thank you so much for talking to me and having me here.
So कितना excitement है, finally we will be seeing Aadha Ishq from tomorrow.
बहुत excitement है, काफी ज़्यादा excitement है. I mean, excitement भी है और nervousness भी है, in a good way. Trying to get a peaceful sleep at night, but I'm failing miserably.
Yeah. So talking about your character, first time we will be seeing you in a different character, in different avatars. So कितना excitement है किरदार को लेकर? Can you give us some glimpse about your character?
So yeah, I mean that is the most, I would say, like a different character that I've played. Sahir is, I've never done something like this before.
Yeah.
It was very challenging but exciting as well, in terms of, so the entire character has a huge graph. I mean, the story is based in two timelines, which is past, which was 10 years ago, and present. And so there is this transition in the character, all the characters, I guess.
Yes.
So, I mean, he was this guy with all heart, you know, a poet, a painter, and then something happens to him which actually just changes him completely. And after 10 years, when he comes back, it's a different person altogether. And this time when he's come back, so basically what happens is the story unfolds when Renee, she realizes that she's falling in love with this man called Sahir, who's had an affair with her mother in the past. So now after 10 years, he's come back, 10 years of separation, he's come back into Roma's life again. And his intentions are not very sane, very dubious, very, you know, very, probably he's come back to take revenge, probably he's come back to harm her. So it was exciting in a way that to get that change in the character as an actor, to get that opportunity to play two different characters. And also, at the same time, my equation with Renee and Roma, that was again very challenging. That, you know, I wanted to have a very different equation with both of them. Like when Sahir talks to Roma, it should be very different. And when it happens with Renee, it should be completely different. So yes, I haven't played something like this ever before.
So how much challenging was there as a co-artist to perform the same thing with Pratibha and with Amna both? Because character stories are different, but the connections are the same.
Yeah, sorry. So what was the question again?
How much challenging was there for you? That's
exactly what I said. It was very challenging. You know, I had to sit with my directors. I had to go through the script again and again to understand that, you know, to crack that, especially with Renee, there was a very thin line. So once you see the show, you will realize what I'm talking about, like the dynamics that he shares with both of them. So that was a very thin line, and we were very careful with it. That his mannerisms, the way he talks, the way he, everything between Renee and Sahir had to be done in a particular way, and between Roma and Sahir had to be done in a particular way. So, but actually that is what we strive for, you know, as actors, to look for such subjects, for such roles, and I'm really grateful that it's happened to me.
अगर बात किया जाए shoot के location के is very beautiful. We can see throughout the promo कि काफी ही सुंदर जगह शूट किया गया है, और ऐसे सुंदर जगह पे शूट करना कितना एक्साइटमेंट और बढ़ जाता है, या और कितना मन लगा के आप लोग काम करने में लग जाते हो.
तो जितना सुंदर था ना उतना ही डिफिकल्ट था शूट करने में, स्पेशली जब हम लोग कश्मीर गए थे तो बहुत ज्यादा, मतलब बहुत ही ज्यादा ठंड थी वहाँ, -8 डिग्रीज, -10 डिग्रीज में हम लोगों ने शूट किया है. एंड एज एक्टर्स व्हेन यू फेसिंग द कैमरा यू जस्ट वेयरिंग योर कॉस्ट्यूम. नाउ कॉस्ट्यूम at times was just a ganji for me, and you know it's snowing outside, and so it was very difficult at times when you're snowing, when it's snowing and you're shooting in the snow, and you know everyone you see around is covered, wearing 6-7 layers, and you're just in your costume. But we knew that this will add a lot of value to the show, which it did. And you know, our director told us beforehand that when you're reading the script, you get visuals. So she was sure that this has to be shot in Kashmir. And I'm so glad that it happened, because it was beautiful.
So which location was your favorite to shoot?
I think actually sabhi अच्छे थे. See, we went to Mussoorie, Dehradun, Rishikesh. It's amazing. It's beautiful. And then we went to Srinagar, Gulmarg.
Yeah.
I think if you ask me to choose one, Gulmarg would be it.
And how was the bond with Amna, Pratibha, and Kunal?
It was fantastic, yaar. I'm so happy that everything just fell in place in terms of casting, and we have the best people that we could get on board.
Yes.
I mean, most of my scenes are with Amna and Pratibha, and both of them are amazing. I mean, they're so hungry for work. They just, I mean, if you see today's crop of actors, everyone just wants to do the best work possible, just want to give their 100% and be out there, you know, and that's exactly what we used to do. Like Amna has her own way of working, Pratibha has her own way of working. They have different ways to approach a scene. And so do I. And when you put all of us together, that is when I think the magic happens. And Kunal, I mean, he's such a thorough gentleman, though we don't really have a lot of scenes together.
Yes.
But he's got this amazing body of work, and just to listen and talk about it was amazing for me.
And how you will be describe Aadha Ishq as a Gaurav?
See, Aadha Ishq, it's your personal interpretation. For me, for the show, according to the show, I would say that it's unrequited love. It's forbidden love. It's impossible. It's an impossible love story. And you know, every character has their own story going on, and all of them, I feel, at some point become very impossible, sort of. So that's why we call it Aadha Ishq. But I mean, just to say that, but I feel कुछ नहीं होने से तो आधा इश्क ही अच्छा है. Though it is painful, but बड़ी experience once at least.
Yeah. And who is your आधा इश्क? अगर लाइफ में कभी आपके साथ क्या आपके साथ कभी आधा इश्क हुआ है?
I mean, होता है. Back in college and school, you have these crushes and people.
Crushes,
I mean,
yeah.
So yeah, I've had my share of experience.
Okay, so Gaurav, अगर बात किया जाए कैरेक्टर की, तो आप कैरेक्टर से ज्यादा उसकी इम्पोर्टेंस को देखते हो या स्क्रीन टाइमिंग को देखते हो?
No, not at all. अगर स्क्रीन टाइम को मैं देखता तो मैं असुर कभी करता ही नहीं. Because it's got a very, I think it should have relevance in the story. A character should take the story forward, and I, as an actor, I should be convinced of that character in the storytelling. It's not important ki how much of screen time. I mean, for an actor, just one scene is good enough to showcase his or her talent. So for me, doesn't, and that used to be that's a very old school thought. Ki screen time and all of that. You see the biggest of actors, like they're doing, like if you see a show like Peaky Blinders, you'll see actors, the best actors, doing smallest roles, and they're shining.
Yeah, I think web changes all this scenarios.
Absolutely.
Can you say that?
Yes, absolutely. It's opened doors for so many people from creative field, and the USP of OTT is that the authenticity, the quality of content, you know, and as long as you provide that, you'll always have audience, no matter what the role is, as long as the story is authentic.
So what's next from your side? What genre you want to try and move?
Every genre, yeah. I mean, there is no such thing that this is what I want to do and this is something I'm not comfortable. There's nothing like that. Anything that that attracts. I mean, I just want to be associated with good people, you know, good setup, young creative minds who are ready to challenge the, you know, like a norm. What we have, कि यही चल रहा है तो यही बनाते जाओ. No, nothing like it.
Yeah. Do you feel कि आजकल एक्शंस वेब शोज एक्शन थ्रिलर्स ज्यादा चल रहा है और उसी बीच में ये रोमांटिक सीरीज आने वाला है, तो काफी एक अलग इम्पैक्ट पड़ेगा ऑडियंस के लिए, या नो इट्स अ न्यू एंटरटेनमेंट फॉर द ऑडियंस नाउ?
That was one of the reasons why I did this, because अगर आप OTT space देखो, it's got you know, not just OTT, like everything entertainment field. If you see, you have superhero films, massive superhero films. You've got these murder mysteries, crime thrillers, you know, documentaries, political dramas, and then you have this fresh love story set against the scenic backdrop of Kashmir and Masuri, which has got a lot of poetry in it, which has got a lot of paintings in it, and amazing characters. So I think it's quite refreshing for the audience as well.
Okay, so one final message.
Like this love story comes out.
Yeah. Okay, so Gaurav, one final message for the audience.
So the show releases on the 12th of May. Please watch it. We've given everything that we could for this show. It was very difficult making that we went through. And now the baby is yours. Please give us all the love that you can. We really need it.
Is there any hope for the second season also?
It all depends on the love that you guys give us.
Okay. All the best, Gaurav, for the precious time, and all the best for the new upcoming shows.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.